Hey everyone, welcome to Butt First Yoga. I've got a special surprise for you today. We are doing a strength and hip-based workout instead of yoga. You don't need any equipment. Just make sure you have enough room around you. I would say at least like a 6-foot radius, maybe a little bit bigger than that. You'll need some room. So make sure you have obstacles cleared out of the way. Maybe you're on hardwood, maybe you're on concrete, maybe you're on carpet. Be aware of the surface that you're working on. Carpet tends to create a lot more friction, so you might need to pick your knees up, or pick your feet up rather, a little bit more than you normally would. Versus concrete is very, very hard. So any jumping that we do, you're gonna wanna make sure that you really soften your joints when you land, or take out the jumping altogether. So just a couple of things to be aware of. Take breaks as you need to. There's a pause button anytime you need it. So I've got my playlist linked below if you want to use it. Otherwise, feel free to put on your own beats. Let's have some fun.
All right, everyone, first things first, we've got to get warmed up. So I want you to just start by pulling one knee into your chest, giving it a hug, and then switching sides. See if you can increase that range of motion a little bit each time. Pulling your knee up towards your armpit. Try to find your balance on one side. Again, only holding for a second or two. It's really important that we warm up. This helps to get our blood flowing, helps to start to activate our central nervous system, wake it up, get it ready to roll. Increases our body temperature. Just gets our body ready for the workout, hopefully avoiding injuries, decreasing our risk of injuries rather. Let's do one more. Take it behind, grab one foot, pull your heel towards your glutes, and then switch sides. Pull your heel towards your glutes. So here I want you to keep your knees together, hips forward. Again, same thing, a little bit of balance. Pull your belly button into your spine, engage your core. So what we're gonna do today, we'll have a little bit of strength and a little bit of high intensity interval training. So those high intensity intervals, remember, even though they're gonna be short, they're about 30 seconds of work, they're still gonna be intense. So I'll give you plenty of options, plenty of modifications. If you got neighbors around you and you want to be a little more quiet, I'll show you plenty of options, no worries. All right, shake it out. We're gonna pull up on our ankle and our shin, get a nice piriformis stretch, and then switch sides. So I want you to keep your foot flexed. The foot that you're pulling up, keep it flexed. Avoid pulling directly on the knee or directly on the foot. You should be getting a nice stretch, again, through your piriformis, kind of in your glutes, in your backside. And again, we don't want to do anything. We'll do that later. What we want are more of these dynamic stretches where we're moving through the stretch. So only hold for a second or two, get that range of motion. Let's do one more on the other side. All right, going into opposite hand, opposite leg. Kick your foot out, switch sides. So now we're starting to engage through our core, starting to wake up our hamstrings, challenging our balance. All good stuff here. Pull your belly button in towards your spine. Avoid twisting in order to reach your foot. Just bring your foot straight up and then reach. It's okay if you don't actually touch it, not a big deal. Let's do one more on each side. Then I've got one more move for you before we start to get our heart rate up. Hinge forward, back leg comes up, and then switch sides. So single leg deadlift, that's where we're at here. We're going to work through our hamstrings later, so we want to warm up in here. So slide your hands down the top of your leg as your back leg comes up. Think about this like a teeter-totter. So as you're hinging, your leg, the heel of your foot, and your head are staying in a nice long straight line, coming as far as you're able to, and then back up. So I'm not hinging forward with just my upper body. I'm more so leaning or teetering forward. All right, let's do one more on each side. Keep your collarbones open. Press through your heels as you come up. All right, jog it out in place. We're gonna start to get our heart rate up a little bit here. So again, we'll start out with strength. We're going to work on the lower body first. Lower body tends to have the bigger muscle groups, so it's gonna get us nice and warm. Then I'll give you a Tabata set. It's not a true Tabata set. Ignore that. We're gonna do 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. We're not doing Tabata today. Maybe next time. So then we'll do a high intensity interval training set rather, and then go into some upper body. So if you're like, oh my gosh, my legs are dying after this first set, don't worry, because once we're done with lower body, we're done with lower body. All right? So let's go ahead and start with our heels outside of our hips. Bring your hands to your temples. Sit back in your hips for your squat, then come up. Now, a little change. We're going to bring our elbow towards our opposite knee. So lift your knee, try to bring your elbow over, and then set back down. Same thing, squat down, other side, bring your elbow towards your knee. All right, we're off and running here. Now, I want you to inhale as you lower into your squat. Exhale as you come up and twist. Your breath here is going to be very important. All the exercises that we do, first and foremost, we never want to hold our breath, right? But we want to make sure that we're also using our breath to our advantage. So when we exhale, we're exhaling through the work. That really helps us to exert that energy, helps our body to get through the movement. All right, team, you're here for about 10 more seconds. Lower down, press through your heels, and come up. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. I got to even out on the other side. All right, moving into our lunges here, we're going to take a nice curtsy lunge back. So your right foot comes behind, hips are square to the front. Lower down. As you lower down, your knee is going to stay over your ankle as much as possible. The knee should track in line with the toes. Here's your curtsy lunge. As you come up, we bring it out to a lateral leg lift. Again, it's a lunge back. Option to tap the foot for balance, then lift up. Here you go. You got 30 seconds on this side. Now, I don't want you to speed through these. Oftentimes when things get a little trickier, we try to go faster thinking that's going to make it easier. And while it does sometimes make it easier, we lose out on some really good muscle engagement. So give yourself this pace that you need. You're here for less than 10. How many more can you get out? You got 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. All the weight comes into the other leg. Big step back for the curtsy lunge. Come up. Woo! Lateral leg lift out to the side. Here we go, 30 seconds. So you're pressing through the front heel. You should be able to wiggle the toes. Now you might notice that one side feels a little easier to balance, or one side in general just feels easier. Our bodies are not super symmetrical, so you might notice those imbalances here. That's okay. You're here for less than 10. Keep the knee and toe forward. Last 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Shake it out. So we're going to see these exercises again. We're only going to go through this circuit twice. So you'll see those squats again. You'll see these lunges again. We're going to go into a little single leg deadlift with a lunge. So just like we did in the warm-up, I want you to take your right foot back to start in a lunge. So big step back, then come up, hinge forward, find your single leg deadlift. Again, lunge back, push off, hinge forward. You got 30 seconds on this side. Now I'm going to show you a couple of options. Keep moving here. So you could do your lunge, step in, keep both feet on the ground for that deadlift. Again, I know we don't have weights, but we should still feel our hamstrings firing up here. You're here for less than 10. Otherwise, if you can keep that leg lifted, find the single leg deadlift. Give me one more good one. Woo! And switch sides. So now, other foot goes back. Big lunge, take it down. Press up, lift off, hinge forward, single leg deadlift. So again, you've got those options. You could do the lunge, step, hinge over. You could also lunge, just bring the back foot in, try to keep the weight in the right side. So you're still getting the benefit of that single leg deadlift, but you're not completely leaving that foot off the ground, so you still have a little bit of balance. We're here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. We go back to our prisoner squat with the oblique twist one more time. Feet outside of the hips, hands to your temples. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift and twist. Inhale, lower. Exhale, twist. Now, if this bothers your shoulders at all, feel free to bring your hands down. You can still get that great rotation. They could come onto your hips. Whatever works for you. Exercise is personal. That's one of my favorite sayings. And it's so true because we all are a little different. We all have areas that we're stronger. We all have areas that maybe we could improve. That's okay. Some might have really tight hips, whereas others have really tight hamstrings. So that's going to limit what we can do, and so we work with it. That's how we get stronger, a little bit better. You're here 10 more seconds. Don't worry, I've not forgotten about you. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to our curtsy lunge here. So take the foot behind, big step back, lateral leg lift, take it up. Big step back. So we're not taking any breaks between these 3 exercises right now. We'll take a break before we do the high intensity. So try to keep your stamina up, try to keep moving. If you need a break though, listen to your body. It's perfectly fine. You got 10 seconds here. Come on, I'm right here with you. Keep your toes and knees forward. Long step back. You should feel your booty on fire. You're here for 3, 2, 1. Right into the other side. Shift the weight. Curtsy lunge back. Lateral leg lift up. So one of the tendencies we do here is we try to use momentum to get that leg up. I want you to really think about using muscle over momentum. So think about engaging through the side of your leg, squeezing and contracting to bring it up, and lower back down. You got less than 10. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. We're back to our lunge single leg deadlifts, and then we have our first high intensity interval. So right foot steps back, push off, hinge forward. Back to our lunge, push off, hinge forward. Again, just like we practiced in the warm-up, this is about that teeter-totter movement. So if your heel is lifting, your upper body is coming forward. And just the vice versa. If your upper body is coming forward, your heel is coming up. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew, didn't fall, we're good. Switch the weight. If you do fall, you get right back up. It's a metaphor for life. Put all the weight in the right side. When you're ready, big lunge back, lift off, hinge forward. So find what works best for your arms here. Maybe keeping them at your chest is best. Woo. Maybe keep them on your hips. Press through your heel. I want you to feel your standing leg firing up your glutes, your hamstrings. They should all be lighting up. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, everyone. Grab a quick sip of water. We're going to go into our first round of high intensity intervals. So make sure you keep moving. First and foremost, we're going to do 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. That 30 seconds off should be an active recovery, meaning we're doing maybe some step touches, maybe walking around. What I don't want you to do though is to sit down. So try to keep moving. It's going to help to keep your heart rate up. It's going to be a lot safer for you as we head into that next interval. I promise you'll get a full recovery after we're done with these 3 intervals. 3 rounds, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. We've got pulsing jump squats. So we take it down, 3, 2, 1, big jump squat. Now, if you've got neighbors below you or jumping does not serve you today, here's your other option. We pulse 3, 2, 1, up on the tippy toes for the calf raise. 3, 2, 1, lift off, full extension, okay? 3 rounds, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. We go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, baby. Now, big exhale as you push up here. Keep your chest open. Your collarbones are smiling. And maybe you are smiling too because you're enjoying this, right? Come on, you're already halfway. Weight stays back in the heels. Always land with soft knees. Come on, you got less than 10. Yes, you can. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. You got 30 seconds to rest here. Take a breath, keep moving. So check in with yourself. What option did you choose? Did you feel like it was enough? Do you feel like you could do more? Do you need to do less? This 30 seconds is your chance to check in. We go again in 10. Now your heart rate's not going to fully recover on these 30 seconds either. So if you're still feeling a little up, that's okay. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, jump squat. 3, 2, 1, explode. Yes, you can. Do it for you. Fight for yourself. Choose those options that work for you. Option for the calf raise here instead. If you need it, if you want it, you've got no one that you have to explain to, and it's whatever you need to do. Come on, you got 5 seconds here. 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds of rest. Whew. So you should be on fire right now. And you got one more round. So 2 down, 1 to go. You'll notice this 30 seconds of rest, you're really not going to recover. So you're going to probably start with your heart rate a little higher than it was before. That's part of the hard work. We go in 10. Breathe. We got this. We got this. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Pulse. 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 Explode. Make these last 30 seconds count. Come on. Yes, you can. Every rep is 1 rep closer to recovery. Land with soft knees. We never land with knees locked out. We want to keep the work in our muscles, not our joints. Final 10, baby. What do you got? Come on, fight for it. I'm right here with you. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab water. Take a break. Nice job. Whew. Okay, everyone, moving on to our second circuit. We've got entirely upper body now. We're gonna start with our triceps. So go ahead and swing your legs around. Keep your feet planted on the ground. Your feet are about shoulders width apart here. When you're ready, swim your arms up and over. All 10 fingers should be pointing towards your toes. Lift your hips up. We go into tricep dips. Now for tricep dips, elbows go back and then press back up. It's not about lowering the hips down and up. It's about bending into the elbows. So keep that in mind. So we got 30 seconds here, starting in 3, 2, 1. Lift off. Elbows bend back. Make sure your hands are directly underneath your shoulders. Keep your chest open here. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Are your elbows pointing straight back? Come on, you've got this. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Swim it around. We go into push-ups. So we're going to start with our hands underneath right outside of our shoulders. You can be up on your knees or up on your toes or down on your knees. Now, if you're down on your knees, notice that my spine is still long from the tip of my head down to my tailbone. If I come up onto my toes, I keep that same alignment. You know you've got 2 sets here, so feel free to modify and take those different options as you need to. 1 round of push-ups, 30 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lower your chest to elbow height. Exhale, push off. Now, again, if you're on your knees, same range of motion. Elbows should be coming out about 45 degrees. So keep going. So a big mistake I see people make with push-ups is that they try to bring their elbows straight out to the side. It's really not good for shoulder health. So keep the elbows slightly pulled in, again, about 45 degrees. You're here for 3, 2, 1. Shake the arms. Nice job. Come back into your plank position now. So walk your hands in a little more narrow. They should be directly under the shoulders now. Tuck your toes. We're going to lift up into a down dog. Reach your left hand towards your right ankle. Come back down into plank. Reach your right hand towards your left ankle. Back to plank. We're here for 30 seconds. Lowering down, lifting back up. Now, I want you to really hit that plank before you push back into downward facing dog. I don't want you to dip your hips. I don't want you to sway your low back. But I do want you to hit that plank, pull your core in tight. You got 10 more seconds here. Yes, you can. Come on, stay with me now. Last 3, 2, 1. We're back to the top. Swing the legs around, feet shoulders width apart. Swim the arms back. I like to start our tricep dips by swimming the arms back because that really helps to open the chest. I know I have really tight shoulders, so if I don't open the chest, I'm already setting myself up for failure. So swim the arms back, open up the collarbones, open up your chest. All 10 fingers towards your toes. Lift your hips, 30 seconds. Lower, lift. Inhale, exhale. Keep the collarbones wide. Inhale, exhale. Now, another option here is to leave your butt down on the ground. You can still bend back into the elbows and then press up through the heel of your hand. You're still gonna fire up the triceps. Just make sure the elbows are going straight back. We're here together for 4. Last 3. Yes, you can. 2, 1. Swim it around. Back to our set of push-ups. Now, if you did all those push-ups on your knees before, maybe now you try a couple on your toes. If you were on your toes before and your shoulders are feeling tense, feel free to go down onto your knees. Your workout, your choice. Hands wider than your shoulders, up on toes or down on knees. We go in 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Now I want you to look about 6 inches in front of your hands. That's gonna keep your head, neck, and spine in line. So our tendency with push-ups, especially if we're a little weaker in the upper body, is to drop our head down. First of all, it's not great for our form, but it's also making these a lot harder. So keep your head lifted. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake out the arms. Nice work, everyone. Last exercise, down dog with that cross tap. Start in your plank. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, reach your left hand to your right ankle. Lower back down, hit that plank. Back up. So I want you to feel your shoulders working here. I want you to feel your triceps still fired up from the tricep dips. They are assisting with that stability here. Whoo! Come on, you've got this. Do what you can. Just start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. You got less than 10 seconds. How can you make these 10% better? 3, 2, 1. All right, everyone. Shake out the upper body. It should feel fatigued. We're going into our last round of high-intensity intervals. All right, everyone, going into our last high-intensity interval piece of our workout. We're going into broad jump burpees. So I'll show you the exercise, and then I'll show you a couple modifications, and then we'll roll with it. So a broad jump is just a big jump forward. Similar to our jump squats, we keep our knees soft when we land. Lower down in your squat, big jump forward, land with soft knees, then we go into a burpee. So lower your hands down, jump your feet back, jump your feet in, and jump up. Now, that's gonna be the most intense version. Big jump forward, burpee with the jump back and the jump up. Option for the broad jump. If you don't wanna do the broad jump, or you got neighbors who are gonna be mad if you're jumping all over the place. Take a big lunge forward, come into your squat stance, lower down, jump back, and jump up. Or, no jumping at all. We take a big step forward in the lunge, lower the hands down, step the feet back, step the feet in, stand up. So you've got lots of options. The broad jump could be a jump or a lunge. The burpee, you can jump or step back, and you can stand up or jump up, your choice. This is your workout. 30 seconds, 3 times of your best effort. This is the last bit of cardio, baby. We go in 3, 2, 1. Broad jump forward. Whoa! Plant the hands, step the feet back, and jump. Careful to keep your feet underneath you. Jog it back to where you started. Big jump forward. Lower down into your burpee. Pop it up. Jog it back. Come on, you've got this. Soft knees when you land. Woo! Jog it back. You got one more. Come on. 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds of rest. Remember, we want to keep moving on the rest. We don't want to just stop. So keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Whew. I gotta be careful to take my own advice. About to fall on my butt here. We go in 10 seconds. Are you still moving? Are you feeling your heart rate come down at all? It's hard work, team. We go in 5. 3, 2, 1. Big jump forward, soft landing. Plant the hands. Jump or step back. Stand or jump up. Jog it back. Still the option for the lunge. You don't ever have to jump. You can do so many other things, still getting a great workout. Come on. All together, team. Yes, you can. You got 10 seconds here. Last 3, 2, and 1. 30 seconds of rest. Whew. How are we doing? I hope we're doing good. I hope you're feeling great. You're so strong for getting through this. Doing something for you. All right. We go again in 15 seconds. I know that recovery flies by. Let's go in 5, 4. This is your last round. 30 seconds. Your best effort. Go! Come on, team. Set a goal for yourself. What's going to make you better this round? It doesn't need to look like what I'm doing. You can choose any option, any modification. Come on. Yes, you can. You got 10 seconds. Whew. Breathe. Smile. Fight. Yes, you can. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab water. Way to kill it. All right, team, I want you to make sure that your heart rate is down enough before you come down on the ground. So if you're still breathing really, really heavily, then just walk around a little bit. Let it come down to a safe level before you come down on the ground. You can always press pause. I'll be here when you're ready. If you are ready, let's go ahead and lay on our back. We're going to combine today our bridges with our sit-ups as we move into core. So hands will be down by our sides. Heels are in towards your glutes. Inhale as you lift your hips up. Lower back down, and then exhale as you lift up to a sit-up and lower down. Now for me, I know my hips are especially tight, so I'm gonna have to move my feet in order to get that sit-up, so make sure you listen to your body, but when you come back to your bridges, pull your heels in to get the most engagement. We're here for 30 seconds as you're ready. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sit up. Lower back down. We lift. Lower and sit up. There we go. Now with the sit up, if that is too much, maybe you need to grab behind your thighs. You could certainly do that. So that option is going to look like this. Helping to pull up. Another option is to stay on your bridge and then do a crunch instead of a full sit up. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, stay where you're at. Bring your knees up, knees over your hips, and your heels are directly out from your knees. Bring your hands on top of your thighs. Now, the easy thing to do is to rest your hands against your thighs and just leave them here. What I want you to do is to push into your thighs as you push your thighs into your hands. So a little bit of resistance here. See how that feels. You should already, like as you're pressing into your quads and your quads into your hands, you should feel your core light up. Now, draw your low back close to the mat. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Take a deep breath in. Hold through your exhale. This time, reach your right arm and right leg out. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull it back in. Press and switch sides. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, pull it back in. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, pull back in. Now you're off with your own count, your own pace. However far you're extending your leg and your arm, I want you to keep your low back close to the mat. So if you feel your low back arching up, that's your cue. You need to engage more in your core to help protect your spine. You've got 10 more seconds here, team. Come on, we've got this. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plant your heels down. We're not going back to our bridges quite yet, but same setup. Heels in towards the glutes. Find a spot up on the ceiling or the sky, wherever you're at. Find a spot, look up. Slight tuck of the chin. We lift the shoulder blades up off the mat. Reach the hands towards the heels. Heels tap, heel taps, right and left. Here we go, 30 seconds. Now, this is all about your obliques. So I really want you to think about reaching over and engaging the obliques, those side abdominal muscles. Gaze should be up at the ceiling or peeking through your inner thighs, but keep your chin off of your chest. Come on, team, last 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Final set of core. Pull your heels in. We go back to our bridges with the sit-up. Inhale, press the hips up, engage your posterior chain. Lower down, lift all the way up. Come on, we're off on our own counts now, team. Only 30 more seconds of these bad boys. Are you breathing? Hopefully you've got some motivating music on to help you here. If you want these sit-ups to be harder, bring your hands towards your temples. When you sit up, keep the elbows wide. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lift the chest. Last 3, 2, 1. Back to our little dead bugs here. Knees over the hips. Press your hands into your thighs. Inhale, reach the right arm, right leg. Exhale, pull it back in. Other side, inhale, reach. Exhale, pull it back in. Remember, one side is an isometric hold while the other side is doing the movement. So don't forget about the isometric hold where we're just pushing our hand into our thigh. That's still going to be lighting up our core. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull in. You're so close. You're almost there. Only bringing your knee back up over your hip. Let's do one more each side. Yes, you can. Inhale, reach out as long as you can. Exhale, pull it in. Other side, yes. Inhale. Exhale. Lower it down. Last 30 seconds of work. Heel taps in 3, 2, 1. This is it. After this, we cool down. So make these final few reps count. You're almost there. Woo! You got 10 seconds here, team. Can you lift up a little higher? Get those shoulders up off the mat. Yes, you can. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay it back. Killer job today. Heart rate should be down quite a bit from our high intensity intervals. We're going to cool it down and bring it down more. Extend your right or your left leg out long. Pull your right knee in towards your chest. Give your knee a hug as you pull it in towards the armpit. So just like how we started today, only now we're laying on the ground rather than doing this standing up. Extend the right leg up, reach around the thigh, pull your toes to your nose. What I want you to feel is a stretch through the entire back of the leg. So the left leg should stay long, and then we're feeling that stretch in our hamstrings, up into our calf. Bend the left knee, bring the right ankle on top of the left thigh. You could stay here for a hip opener or reach through, grab behind the left thigh for a supine figure 4. Now we're stretching those glutes that we work so hard with our curtsy lunges. And release, other side. Extend the left or the right leg, out long. Pull the left knee in towards the chest. As you're ready, extend the leg up, reach behind the thigh, pull the toes to the nose again, getting that good stretch at the back of the leg. Now, if your hamstrings are like, whoa, baby, this is pretty tight, this is really intense, feel free to just bring your leg up and leave your arms down at your side instead. When you're ready, bend the right knee, place the left ankle on top. You could stay here or reach through, pull the right thigh in towards the chest. Now, I want you to make sure you're keeping your head and your shoulders connected. If you find yourself adding tension during the cool down, it kind of defeats the purpose. So just relax, take a deep breath in. Exhale, slowly release. You can rock and roll your way up to a seated position, or you can roll onto your side. Go ahead and come on up to your feet. We'll take our arm across our body, stretching through the shoulders. Worked those nicely today. As you're ready, switch sides. Now you're always welcome to stretch a little bit more. Maybe you hop into one of the shorter yoga classes if that would help you, but really make sure that you're cooled down and your body feels ready to go back to whatever you're doing today. Let's take those arms up overhead. Give yourself a pat on the back. You could stay here or take a little side bend over to the opposite direction. Bring it up, other side. And bring it up. Let's finish with a deep breath in. Inhale something good. You did it today. Exhale, seal it in. Great work. Thank you so much for joining me again. My name's Emily. This has been Butt First Yoga, a little special strength cardio edition. We'll see you next time.